Did you know that over half of all heart attacks happen with no warning at all? No chest pain, no tingling in the arm, no dramatic collapse like you see in the movies. Just silence. 1 minute you're fine. The next, everything changes. And the scariest part? This kind of heart attack starts building up around age 40, sometimes even earlier. It's like an enemy working in the shadows every single day, right under your nose. But here's something no one really talks about. There are foods, simple ones, the kind you can find in any grocery store, that can stop this process from getting worse. Foods that act like little natural shields, clearing your arteries, lowering inflammation and protecting your heart. That's what we need to talk about today. Before we dive in, if this kind of information speaks to you, if you want to better understand how to actually protect your heart and live longer with more health and energy, hit that subscribe button now. Every video here is made to give you clarity, hope, and direction. Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of a silent heart attack? Not the dramatic kind. I'm talking about the one that eats away at you from the inside without a single warning sign. It starts with small plaques building up in your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. And then one day that plaque ruptures. A clot forms. Blood flow stops. And so does your heart. No one sees it coming. Worse yet, some people have already had a mild heart attack and don't even know it. Sometimes they find out months later, during a routine ECG. That's because the symptoms are so subtle. A little fatigue that feels normal, some back pain, a bit of shortness of breath when climbing stairs, and that's it. You brush it off as aging, but it's actually your heart crying out for help. What most people don't realize is that this all starts early. Around 40, your metabolism shifts, your hormones change, your body starts reacting differently to food, stress, and inactivity. And if you keep up the same habits, fast food, a sedentary lifestyle, poor sleep, you're unknowingly speeding up the damage. Dr. Michael DeBakey, one of the greatest heart doctors of all time, said something that stuck with me. Your arteries tell your life story. Everything you eat, how you live, how you handle stress, it's all there. And it's true. Your arteries are like silent journals. They're recording everything. And by the time you actually listen to what they're saying, it might already be too late. But here's the powerful part. You can change the story. Because the good news is, just like bad habits can build a heart attack, good habits can build recovery. And you know what's amazing? Most people think they need expensive treatment, strong meds, or even surgery. But the real lifesavers for your heart are in your kitchen. Whole unprocessed foods have the power to clear arteries, lower blood pressure, and balance cholesterol. And this isn't some fringe idea. It's science. It's pure biochemistry. It's medicine at its roots. Dr. DeBakey always pushed for prevention above all else. He believed that the right diet could prevent thousands of heart surgeries, and recent studies back that up. There are foods that can cut artery inflammation, the root cause behind most heart attacks, by up to 70%. So let me walk you through, step by step, the 7 foods that can change everything starting today. First, oats. Yep, that humble food most people overlook. But the right kind, thick, whole oats, are packed with beta-glucan, a fiber that literally pulls bad cholesterol out of your body. Have it in the morning with some fruit and a little chia, no sugar. Or make pancakes with it. Oats work like a protective coating for your arteries from the inside out. Second, avocado. A lot of people think it's too fatty, but the fat in avocado is the good kind, monounsaturated. It's one of the best fats for protecting heart cells and balancing blood sugar. Just a spoonful at lunch with lemon and a pinch of salt, and you're giving your heart some serious support. Third, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, the famous omega-3s. These are the firefighters of inflammation. They go in and cool down the inflammatory processes that slowly wreck your arteries over time. Eating fish twice a week is a huge step forward. Just make sure it's grilled, not fried. Fourth, berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Small in size, huge in protection. Rich in antioxidants, they help lower blood pressure and prevent bad cholesterol from oxidizing. And when cholesterol doesn't oxidize, it doesn't stick to your arteries. Think of berries as giving your arteries a glossy, protective coating. Fifth, extra virgin olive oil. This is liquid gold. Packed with polyphenols, it can cut heart attack risk by up to 30% according to Harvard studies. But it has to be the real deal. cold pressed, not blended with cheaper oils. Use a tablespoon a day on salads, veggies, or even soups. 6th, nuts and almonds. A small handful a day, unsalted, unsweetened, loaded with vitamin E, fiber, and magnesium. All things your heart loves. They improve circulation, help control blood sugar, and even keep you full longer. Just be mindful of portions. They're calorie dense. And 7th, maybe the most powerful of all, raw garlic. Seriously, garlic contains a compound called allicin that lowers blood pressure, improves circulation, and protects against infections that can harm the heart. But you need to let it sit for 10 minutes after crushing it to activate the allicin. Then mix it into beans, veggies, whatever you like. It's like a natural antibiotic for your arteries. These 7 foods might seem too simple, but that's the secret. It's not about miracles. It's about consistency, about eating well every day, not just on Mondays, about replacing, not cutting everything out, about loving your body enough to take care of it now, not just when something goes wrong. And there's more. A few habits make a huge difference too. Drink enough water. Thick blood clots more easily. Sleep well. Your heart repairs itself at night. Walk. Movement helps your heart pump blood better. And most of all, learn to breathe. Stress hardens arteries. Relaxing helps them soften again. Look, your heart has a rhythm, a beat, a story. And that story can still be rewritten. Every choice you make, every bite, every step, tells your body, I want to live longer and better. Heart attacks don't just show up out of the blue. They're built. But so is recovery. And it starts like this, with a spoonful of oats, a drizzle of olive oil, a walk after dinner. It starts today. Dr. DeBakey used to say, it's never too late to save a heart, but the sooner, the better. And I couldn't agree more. If this video made sense to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with the people you love, family, friends, co-workers. Sometimes a simple piece of information like this can be the wake-up call that saves someone from a heart attack they didn't even know was coming. Taking care of your heart is also an act of love, and sharing this might just be the first step. Watch the next video now to find out why so many young people are dying suddenly. See you there.